Well, hello, and happy Monday. We are going to do coffee from Command Central, from really actually the real Command Central, which is my pink Cadillac. This is where the magic happens for real. I have been to and fro, holding appointments today. I started out at the gym and then I came home. I had a Zoom to jump on real quick and then straight to Fulton to meet a new recruit of mine that I cannot wait for you guys to meet. She doesn't live in Fulton, but that was kind of a mid meeting point. And then back to Jeff City to make a delivery. And I had a foundation matching in there as well. With somebody who's going out of town this weekend. And so, anyway, it's just been a busy day. And now I'm in Car Rider Line where I will pick Mason up, but not Hudson because she belongs to a little group called Kindness Crew, and they have a meeting this afternoon after school. So Mason and I'll go to the library for a little bit. I think I'm going to trick him into getting a haircut, and then we'll come back and get Huddy and head home for the evening. And so I wanted to hop on real quick and come to you with our Monday coffee from Command Central. You guys, it is the last few days of February. The month ends on Saturday, and there's no shortness of intensity right now. We are working to make February the biggest possible bang into the month that we can. And we're doing it, and so that's exciting. Lots of things happening, and new recruits, move ups on the career path, parties being held. You guys, Morgan yesterday had a great party, big party, and she texted me at the end and was like, I got a sharing appointment and two bookings, and just something that she's been working on really solidifying, and that was so rewarding to see that happen for her. And just so excited about everything that we have going on. Saturday I will be working until month end, which is midnight, y'all know. And then Carrie and I will wake up on Sunday morning and head to the airport to go on the trip that he earned us with his career. You guys, I just was thinking last night how lucky, not even lucky, like how much God has blessed Carrie and I. We are not people who would typically spend money on vacations, especially the type of vacations that we've been blessed with the opportunity to go on. But it has just been the biggest blessing. That's the only word I can use. It's been the biggest blessing for our marriage to sometimes twice a year travel on someone else's dime because of our hard work. And so anyway, his incentive trip, we leave on Sunday morning. We fly out of Columbia. We have to be there about 5 a.m., which you guys know will be no sweat for me. And we will be gone until the following Saturday. We don't get in until really late that night. And so yesterday was a little touch and go. If you haven't seen, maybe don't watch it because it's just going to get you gave me a little bit of anxiety myself. But Mexico is having some turmoil right now, specifically in Puerto Vallarta, however you say that, which I have been there before. It's beautiful. It's so sad what's happening. But one of the top cartel members was taken out yesterday by the Mexican military, and the cartel is raging in the streets. So far, there's not been any American deaths. I don't know that there's been any deaths at all, but just you know, blowing cars up and lighting things on fire, and just, I read that when a cartel leader goes down, that is like prime chaos time, not necessarily because the cartel is trying to hurt everybody within range. They're just trying to, we're still here kind of a thing. We're still running the show. So that was a little touch and go yesterday because I'm like, oh, I don't think we'll be going to Mexico on Sunday. We'll come to find out where we're going. in Cabo is not only nowhere near where any of this is happening, it's a completely different land mass. So we're in the portion of Mexico that's not really connected to Mexico. It's connected to California. They actually call it Mexicali. And you guys are probably listening to this thinking like, duh, Amanda, don't you know geography? But the truth is I don't. Okay. I don't know geography, but I pulled up a map and I found it. We're nowhere near. There's no travel advisories or anything going on anywhere near where we're going to be. So, the trip is on. So that's exciting. But this week, there's work to be done. I will not leave without finishing up and tying up all loose ends. You guys know this is our $1 million year. And I got to tell you, I ran the numbers the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh. This is so exhilarating. It's so exciting, but we have some work to do. And not only do we have work to do, like God's going to have to step in here and open the doors for us. I am so beyond proud of what we've done so far this year. And we're definitely on track to have our best year ever, which is amazing because last year was our best year ever. But our best year ever is not what the goal is. The goal is million. The goal is million. And so that's going to take growth for sure. Like we are operating at a much higher capacity than we should be because our team is selling so much product. But for our unit size, you guys, we're outperforming other units our size by a lot, which has me so proud. And it's because you guys are dedicated to building this business the right way, full circle, around tables, putting product on faces, building customer bases, booking parties from bookings, selling, earning. And so I'm so proud of you guys. In fact, Kristen Sharp has asked me to lead her Tuesday morning call whenever I get back from Mexico in March and talk all about, and if you guys don't know who Kristen Sharp is, she's the one that's leading the charge right now in the Kit and Commit. She's asked me to lead her hour-long call, and she's like, Amanda, I just got to tell you, like, I never give the entire hour to one person. I usually have contributing members. And she said, you guys just have it going on right now and everybody needs to hear from you. So not from me, they need to hear from me because of what we are doing as a team. So that's so exciting. So I wanted to share that. A couple other things. I put some save the dates on our Facebook yesterday, and I will be getting the flyers for those to be shareable for you guys. I'll work on those tonight when we're home. And while we're, Carrie's usually watching something I don't care about, hunting or something, and I'll be working on my computer. And those events. So we have one that's the complexion reset. That's going to be all skincare. And then we have one that is Bloom. What was it called? Bloom and Glow spring color bar. And then we're also going to have our March 24th Columbia event, which is going to be color theory, color analysis. And so those 3 guest events we'll be holding in March. And my calendar is filling up, not only with personal parties, but also new consultants that we are scheduling their grand openings and parties for. So super excited about that as well. So lots happening in March, but February is not over yet. The month ends Saturday at midnight, and many of you guys I know are working to achieve month 2 of the Radiate and Rise challenge. Those of you that push to get your month 1 done, this will be month 2 out of 5 that will put you on seminar stage. So that's super exciting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or you're brand new, or maybe you missed last month, it's still worth pushing to finish up in the month of February because you will still get standing recognition and a sash at seminar. So that's super exciting. And that means that you'll also, I think, get to come to the awards prize roundup thing with us beforehand. You just won't cross seminar stage if you only do 4 months out of the 5. And wait, am I saying that wrong? Is it 4, 5, and 6 months? Yes, 6 months you go across stage, 5 months you get the sash, and standing recognition. And then 4 months, you get standing recognition at seminar. So that's exciting. And then also, it's the last few days to be able to register for career conference. And I will do a little recognition here shortly, shouting out those of you. We've got a good group that's going already, several of you that still plan to register. So I'm very excited about that. That's the weekend of March 20th and 21st in St. Charles. And we will talk a little bit more about plans for that as we get closer. But registration does close Saturday at midnight if it doesn't sell out before that. So those are just a couple reminders. And yeah, so you guys, things are moving and shaking. We're having a powerful February, more agreements than we've had in several months, more Great Start qualifieds than we've had in several months. And it's just been fun. It's been fun to grow. Okay, so let me finish up our next chapter in the book, Gumption, Grit, and Glitter by Ann Newberry, Decisions I Made to Succeed the Mary Kay Way. And you guys, before I move on to the next chapter, she's got some pictures in here of her life, which I love. Look at how adorable. Ann Newberry with her sister sales directors at a fall retreat. Look at her little hat. I'm like, can you see me on there we go. There's a glare on my phone where I'm sitting. Here she is with Mary Kay. Here she is with her husband, her pink Cadillac. You guys, she bought this 1756 farmhouse in Reading, Massachusetts in 1980. And it was pink. This was her Mary Kay studio and her little Mary Kay pink Cadillac. How cute is that? Here she is with Nancy Sullivan and Mary Kay. Here she was receiving a plaque for having earned $10 million with Mary Kay. Here she was as the #1 national sales director in the Emerald Seminar in 2003, which was my first seminar. Amazing. And then here she is debuting her own Offspring national sales directors. More with Mary Kay. Lots of trips she took with Mary Kay Ash. Amazing. Pictures of her family, their kids. Amazing. Okay, so the next chapter, chapter 5, Mary Kay's Formula for Success. And if you're new and you're watching this, on Mondays, I just come live and do Coffee from Command Central. We do a little bit of catch up, a little bit of recognition, and then I read a chapter from whatever book we're currently reading. And so this is the book we're reading, Gumption, Grit, and Glitter. Chapter 5, Mary Kay's Formula for Success. Tenacity and perseverance are essential qualities for success in business. Mary Kay. It is more than 3 decades ago that I sat in the audience listening to Mary Kay talk about the very things she felt would help an independent sales director to be the success she deserved to be. It's not surprising that what held true then certainly holds true today. Mary Kay once said that each of us was an angel with only one wing, and we can fly only by embracing each other. She always had cute little things like that. She wanted us to understand early on that if you help enough other people get what they want from life, you will certainly succeed both financially and emotionally. She encouraged us to set aside a daily hour for several 3-minute phone calls and key people, especially new independent beauty consultants, and of course, the steadies who deserve to hear from us on a regular basis. The time is there. The time is there. All we have to do is work it into the daily schedule. As Mary Kay sales directors, you must have the desire to become an expert in dealing with people. You can only do this by caring enough to find out what makes people tick. You must develop the art of listening, not just hearing words. You must watch for clues that will help you say the right thing in turn, whether it's encouragement, guidance, support, or understanding. None of us become successful by ourselves. We are successful because we help others become successful first. Just as we help beauty consultants become successful, we must help them understand that if they help enough other people try Mary Kay products, experience the difference, and develop a pride in using the products, they are helping customers, not inconveniencing them. When I truly came to believe this, I saw a return on my business tenfold. Mary Kay often said, I truly believe that anyone can succeed if she will simply use 3 important steps to become successful. First is good planning. You must know where you're going, or you simply cannot reach your destination. Most people do not plan to fail. They simply fail to plan. The second is persistence. When you get to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Successful people are just ordinary people with extraordinary determination. And third, of course, is work. The company offers you every tool you need to achieve success, but nothing will work unless you do. Years ago, I learned the art of scheduling 2 conferences every year with each beauty consultant. These conferences were all held during one week. I scheduled them once in the fall, either right before or after Labor Day, to help them get their motivation back after the summer season. Then I held one the week after the new year to help them understand that a good spring business can lead to a bountiful year. It took a week to conduct all of these conferences because each one lasted an hour. The basic rules were that each beauty consultant came to my office at an appointed time and that she and I had agreed at an appointed time that she and I had agreed on. She must be on time, and I would stay on time by having a clock present. I reserved evening hours and weekend for women with other jobs. I had a form for each woman in my unit. I would ask her questions and she would answer. I would simply fill in the blanks with her answers. The time Oh my gosh, you guys, who knows how this recording is going to turn out because my phone overheated because of it's sitting right here in the sun on my steering wheel. And now we're moving. So hold on, let me get where I'm going and give the girls my pickup card. Y'all know how this is how I live. Like one thing right to the next. And of course, none of it's going to go perfectly, but that's okay. That's okay. I hope that the whole thing is recorded. I think that it would be. I think it just paused. Okay. And I'm not even going to be in the first group of pickups. So it's all good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Back to it. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that happened. I hope that this all saved. Okay, let me get back to where we were. So she was doing hour-long conferences from her office with her team members. They would come to meet with her. So I would ask her questions and she answered, and I would simply fill in the blanks with her answers. The time was really scheduled for me to listen and learn, not educate and suggest. The first 15 minutes of the conference was spent talking about the beauty consultant's family and their interest in her Mary Kay business. Were they cooperative and curious? How did her business fit into her household in general? That time slot would be my chance to introduce and review the importance of the weekly plan sheet and the 6 most important things list. You guys, still tools that I talk to you guys about today often. This way, she would be organized each day, and her family would know where she was when she was out working her Mary Kay business. The second 15 minutes was a general discussion about the pleasant part of her Mary Kay business. I would ask the beauty consultant very generally, tell me what you are enjoying the most about your Mary Kay business at this point. It might be her classes, parties, the unit meeting, the money, or new friends. Whatever she said, I simply wrote it down. If she indicated that she liked the unit meetings, I might also ask her if she would be willing to take on a task and assist me at the unit meetings from time to time. I was always looking for ways to delegate the various duties at unit meetings. This would give me a chance to look for leadership qualities and generally help the meeting flow better. During the next 15 minutes, I would cover those areas of the business that she would most like to improve. I would say to her, tell me, can you think of 2 areas that you would like to work on for the next 6 months? Areas where you would like to improve. I never used a question like, are you having problems or difficulties? As she spoke about these areas, I wrote them down. We didn't have the time during these particular sessions for me to educate her, but I might leave her with one suggestion or pair her with a beauty consultant who was an expert in the area she needed to work on. Most important, I would ask for her cooperation and a pledge. I would say, if I promise to focus on this area of concern at one of my next unit meetings, can I count on you to be present? If I could get her to agree to cooperate, then she and I were on the road to becoming a more effective team. Finally, the last 15 minutes was spent talking about how she would like to enjoy the profit of her Mary Kay business once she was making more of a profit. I asked her how much extra income she would like to have at the end of each week and why. I encouraged her to plan the ways she would spend her money, and I felt that by getting her to commit to a goal, she would hold the number of parties necessary to earn that money. Everyone must have a plan and a vision for her Mary Kay career and see the reality of it coming to pass. After talking about profits, I would encourage her to speak about her goals for her business. I talked about the ladder of success. Could she see the importance of it? I found that many beauty consultants didn't understand the Ladder of Success program, the Star Consultant program, the Quartz, or even the Metal program. Talking about these things gives the opportunity to plant a seed. How many of our beauty consultants have passed through our portals without ever experiencing a prize, or yet when they come on board, they hear so much about it? We need to help them find a way to be winners. The time we spend learning about each beauty consultant's personality is time well spent. At the end of each conference, I would have her review the form and sign it. I made a copy for her and myself, and I gave her her copy so that we could review it from time to time during the months that followed. Those conferences truly paid off. I am often reminded of how many times I have been privileged to have a queen at seminar and hear her say, I never could have done it without the help of my sales director. She was there to believe in me when I did not believe in myself. Is that being said of you? The ability to develop the potential of others cannot be measured in a month, a quarter, or even a year. Mary Kay said that your attitude will be the most significant factor in your success. For with the right attitude, you can do everything wrong and still succeed. But with the wrong attitude, you can do everything right and very possibly fail. So if you think you can, you can. But if you think you can't, you're probably right. Let's talk about leading by example. Nobody could have said it better than Mary Kay herself. At every sales director meeting I attended, Mary Kay focused on the importance of our own personal activity. I would hear her talk about hold 3, recruit 2, hold 3, recruit 2. It was the formula for success that worked for us then and can work for you now. 12 parties a month could net you 2 qualified recruits, and 2 recruits a month for 12 consecutive months could get you into the Queen's Court of Sharing. I often heard Mary Kay say, please don't send me birthday cards or gifts. Please just hold your place in the Queen's Court of Sharing every year. If every sales director would consistently share the opportunity, I know that I would have done a good thing in my life. This certainly reminds us of how important it is to consistently hold 3 parties every week and recruit 2 new personal unit members each and every month. You are setting the example. When beauty consultants see you do that, they will do the same. Now, let's look at the potential impact of Mary Kay's formula on your monthly income. Why not take out a piece of paper right now and write down how much profit you average at one of your skincare parties? Be logical, even conservative, but find the average that works for you. Now, multiply that average number by 12. And then you will have the estimated monthly income for holding 12 skincare parties each month. Now, of course, you are going to select at least one person from each class to offer the opportunity to. And that would bring us to 12 monthly team building appointments. If you did 12 team building appointments in any month, don't you truly feel that you could have 2 new team members? And let's say each of those team members sold enough to be considered a qualified team member. Using today's compensation plan, you can do the math and see your potential earnings for qualified personal recruits. The exciting thing is that this income does not include your unit commissions, your unit volume bonus, or your reorder business. Do you see how Mary Kay's formula for success can help you? I learned early on that the fastest way I could increase my income was by holding more skincare parties. We were taught by Mary Kay that our income was from parties. I can remember years ago having a large bill arrive in the mail and that I did not expect. After a momentary panic, I thought, I can fix this in a week. I called all my former hostesses and encouraged them to help me meet my challenge and hold 10 parties in a week. By the end of the week, I had not only held 10, but I had tripped into an 11th, and I made every single dollar I needed to pay that bill. It proves the adage that if you can conceive it, you can believe it, then surely you can achieve it. And I did. How often did I hear from Mary Kay? If you think it can be done in a month, it can probably be done in a week. Why not challenge yourself to find the same truth in Mary Kay's belief in you? The belief that parties will be the place for you to teach your new team members, not to mention finding your newest team members. Remember, it also can be your time to reignite an old team member who has lost her dream. Let her learn while you earn. Remember, too, that the skincare party is a built-in guest event. Don't you know that with 3 to 6 people present, you can have at a guest event every single day and still be making money in the process? Always remember that what you don't use, you lose. This basic skill must never be taken for granted or lost along the way. In 1988, as we stood at the beginning of the 25th year, I heard Mary Kay say, I have a premonition that soars on silver wings. It's a dream of your accomplishment of many wondrous things. I do not know beneath which sky or where you'll challenge fate. I only know it will be high. I only know it will be great. Now we stand on the threshold of that second half of our first century. Mary Kay always knew that you would be the ones who would determine the success of tomorrow. All right, you guys, sorry for that little hiccup. I will be back next week, probably from Mexico, with chapter 6, team building with a conscience. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon.